Hello and welcome back to another Medianix content here. I'll be doing a build guide video for the Holy Mini Paladin. I'll be showcasing the stats, the skill plan, the breakpoints, and the gear, and whatever you need to know about the Holy Mini Paladin. So, let's get straight into the guide. So, for the gear, what I'm using here is, I would say this is a cheap gear right now. So I'm just using the Selenite set pieces. I could actually use the full piece for more damage though, but I'm using something else that compensates for it. So Selenite Malice, the gloves, and the belt, which you can find in anywhere basically. It has a solid 50 max damage, 80 strength, cannot be frozen modifier too, as well as a ton of offense stats like flat physical damage and so on. I'm using only the jewels here for max damage, some stats like either vitality or strength, whatever you have, some life if you wanted to. The most important things that you would need to get on the jewels are the bonus attack rating, any speed stat like attack speed or hit recovery, and 4 maximum damage or minimum maximum if it's present on the jewel itself. And then that's how you get this enormous amount of damage though. But there is still stronger variation than this one. As I told you, this is just a budgie gear. Same for the gloves, I have some attack speed, hit recovery. For a belt as well, I'm using only B gems though, but you can go for jewels as well. Boost is Stealth Rush, but I could use anything else like Windrunner because that's the cheapest upgrade for Stealth Rush. But as I said, it's gonna be way better than this. Bargas Hull, a super cheap SU Hands Guggle, which gives you Wolf Stance for attack speed, movement speed, hit recovery, crushing blow, and physical damage. It gives you Bloodlust, level 23, that's insane. It gives you a bunch of damage right there. Some life leech as well, bonus attack rating, slow target too, you got also passive life regen. But as I said, I have some jewels in it as well with the same rolls. Scales of the Serpent, I haven't found anything better than Steel Golem, so I'm just using this armor because it gives us physical damage, crushing blow, hit recovery, some procs, and life on attack as well, which is nice. And for the rings, I was able to find Giant's Knuckle. These are not cheap though, but you can find them on the way with 10 life leech, which is nice. So yeah, that's about the gear. I used some ED ammo, a few mana leech because I have problems with a mana sustain though, but it's not that crucial though. And weapon physical damage, but you can also go with either crushing blow or deadly strike, whatever you feel like it. Also I have Direzive, I forgot to tell you. I have Direzive with 7% roll, which is not bad, not the best, but not the worst. So, but if you can find a decent roll with it, then go with a either a Fuller's Oracle. You can also use Cloud to Bar the Nicto, just stun attack, attack speed, all skill, some proc as well, or Beats of the Snake Queen, which gives you strength and dex bonus as well, and some phase flat damage with some proc again. So for the rings again, Earthrouser, Ripstar, Zorin's ring, whatever you find, these are also juicy. So for armor, what you want to ammo is also ED, enhanced defense. You could go with hit recovery as well if you have some problem with hit recovery. If you cannot reach the breakpoint, then you can use the ammo as well. And same for everything else. For rings, jewelry, basically you can go with resist, flat, defense, life. If you wanna do some Magifind shit, then you go with Magifind ammo. Okay, onto stats. Basically what you could do is have some dexterity. I don't know how much I put there though, but I put like, I think 400. And then with the extra attribute bonus, it gives me like above 1k. So but everything else goes into strength, so we can have our grit maxed out, and none goes into vitality though. But you could put some vitality points if you don't want that much dexterity, because I needed some attack rating here, so that's why I have some dexterity right there. And also I have 400 signets right there. On to skill tree. Since I hit the possible amount of breakpoints, I put like 13 points, but you could go with 10 if you have decent hit recovery, attack speed stats from your gear. For Templar, I honestly went for Consecration for the full phys build, but you could do either, but I prefer the physical here. Retail is only one because it only improves the ratio from physical to fire damage, whichever you have, like strength or dexterity being higher. Maxed out Divine Judgment for max damage, and also maxing out the passive from Consecration, which gives us Weapon Life Leech, bonus damage to demons and undead, physical damage. So yeah, I put 0 to Holy Fire because it nullifies the elemental damage from the passives or from the gear. So Lionheart aka Dragonheart, maxed it out for the bonus defense, some ratio, added from max life to attack rating, physical damage as well, dead strike from strength, only 720 per to dead strike, so which is insane. And yeah, I put like 10 points to Colosseum, but if you feel like you need 5 seconds less cooldown, then you put some points. If you don't wanna, that's also fine. That's just the way it is, you know. Mastery, 1 melee devotion. This will lock you out from every ranged attack. So this is for melee stuff. Endurance for obvious reasons, to have more attack rating, and specialization. Oh my god, specialization for maximum base skill levels for active skills like Divine Judgment and Dragonheart. I remove points from Divine Apparition since I have the Void, but if you don't have this skill, then you're gonna have still 1 point over here. Maxing out Bless Life for max phase res plus physical damage reduced, like flat physical resist, I would say, but it's, yeah, you know what I mean. Dragon's Blessings for maxing out for more phase damage again, and for more bonus attributes. And if you have unlocked the Paragon of Fate, if you wanna farm this area, then you're gonna hit 1 point over here, and that's pretty much it for the skill. And so the breakpoints. So onto the breakpoints, we have 168% without Rapture, aka Spark of Hope, without Rapture, which is 200% for 8 frames. But what we could do, let's buff ourselves. It gives us 228, so we have 8 frame on attack speed, and the next one is gonna be at 434, and so that's kind of impossible to reach it, so 8 frame is fine. For hit recovery, we have 282, which we have maxed out our hit recovery here, which is 4 frames, which is at 280, so that's juicy, not gonna lie. And that's pretty much it about the breakpoints. And then we can test out the capabilities of this build. So as you can see, our life leech keeps us alive. Let me show you how much life leech I got. I got 76, which is nasty. As you can see, the mobs are melting, not gonna lie. Crushing blow also adds to the point, and they're all melting. You see, this but a scratch, you know, not a big deal here. I can also show you Brenton here. Let's get over here. because it's kind of easy to traverse this map. I better take any damage here because, as I said, life leech is keeping me alive. I got decent amount of area damage. Bangs to retaliate. I better use my Divine Judgment here. I only use it on bosses since it's a single target. And that's pretty much it about it, you know. And then, let's do vision here. This one is also kind of easy. As you can see, everybody is melting here. So running to the boss, it's also pretty easy. I don't even have to worry about anything here. Hit sometimes, you know, just in case if your health is low. So you can recover mostly from life leech here. Watch out for the nukes. And then there you are. I can kill the boss because I don't have Purify on. I haven't killed all this yet either, so you just cleanse them. You see, that's how fast you can get to the boss as well if you want to do the trophy as well, which I have done it right here. Let's showcase a boss that is worth showing. The one for me is Astroga, so let's get over here first. Astroga, so let's do it. What you do is just use calcium for decrease physical resistance. Jump to the next one. You need some mana, and you go ahead and use your Retaliate for more mana leech. Sometimes they can block your animation when you use Colosseum, so keep an eye out for that one. You can't do anything about it. It's for some reason the sequence animation is just messed up. So here we are. I just smack his ass, and also my pop was off. As I told you earlier, like, I'm terrible RNG with my mana leech, so I'll put forward here, smack him, and as you can see, he's not absorbing elemental damage. I mean, he's absorbing elemental damage, but he's not resistant to physical damage that much. That's why we are able to damage him this quick. As you can see, even one of the decoys we are damaging here, it takes a bunch of damage. Not a big deal. If you have flesh covers here, make sure to keep them a few alive so we can recover as much mana leech as possible and also life. And I was lucky. To get a boss, you know. Let me see the roll here. It's 414 and I have 46. That's nice. Yeah, that's about the guide. Hope I helped you a bunch at clearing vision and possibly and getting the most powerful items in a game with this gear. I would not recommend doing a lab. You need a GG gear for that, so yeah. That's about it, guys. Appreciate the view on this guide, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.